So I don't get to sing the song.
Who are you talking to?
I guess myself.
Everyone that was on stage but you has been eaten.
Okay. Alright. Giant pumpkin monster. I don't like plants. Let's run away.
Alright, where do you want to run to?
What do you call it?
You've got the 6 booths in front of you and a long strip of land going off into the cornfield. You've got the barn destroyed behind you as well as the stage. You are running away, so the closest thing would be the axe throwing on your left and leave the fishbowl on your right.
Okay.
But all the booths have been abandoned at this point.
Alright.
As the monster's moving forward with its rampage, still grabbing people. It grabs a woman running beside you and pulls her up. Grabs a little boy just indiscriminately, deciding who it's eating. Just throwing in people at random.
Let's get the axe.
So you want to run to the axe booth?
Yeah.
Okay. You see 2 axes. What do you want to do?
I want to grab both.
You grab both axes.
Okay.
As you're doing this, the top of the tent is destroyed by a swinging vine, and light floods into the black room. You see the ground around destroyed in divots, and you see the wall is dripping with something.
Huh. I feel
Just below
like...
the target.
What's the color of it?
As you go to look closer, the vine comes through, smashes it again, takes the whole thing up, eats it.
Okay. So, definitely murder plant cult going on. I'm going to gosh, there's hey. No, I'm not gonna talk to that thing. There was a moment of just like, wait, Mr. Lloyd's... No! That's dumb! That's an idiotic thing to do!
Maybe not listen to the children's librarian on how to fight monsters.
I should actually just try to murder this thing.
Oh, I love it. Mr. Lloyd said, wait, no. Alright, so you've decided effectively that this plant monster cannot be cooperated with.
You got,
You have 2 axes in hand, you have 2 baseballs in your pocket, and you have Tickety in your other pocket in his little glass globe.
Okay. We're gonna try throwing one of the axes in the pumpkin monster's face.
Alright, let's do 15 or higher was for the small target. This one's much bigger. I would just say 5. Like, it's gonna be hard to miss this thing.
Okay. 12.
You throw it, and it cuts through one of the tendrils. This tendril's picking up an old man, and as it's doing so, the axe just cuts clean through it. The man lands back on the ground, scatters to his feet, looks to you, looks to the path, and just takes off.
Yeah, you did the right thing, sir.
So your axe falls into the ground next to this vine, which is spasming almost as if it were a limb cut off, and then goes limp.
Okay. So
The monster lets out a hissing cry, looks down to you, and notices you, and begins to move forward.
alright. Did you call it? I'm gonna toss another one.
You're going to toss the second axe.
Yeah.
Alright. This time, it's definitely coming for you, 5 or higher, and if you get high enough, I'll let you pick where it hits.
Okay. 2.
You throw the axe, and it goes into the monster, into one of the vines, but it doesn't have nearly the speed behind it to slice through it that the first one did. And so the monster lets out a hiss of disapproval and then flings the vine down, letting the axe come loose, and the vine is coming in your general direction.
Alright.
So what do you want to do?
let's dodge.
Okay. 5 or higher to dodge.
Okay. Gosh darn it. It's never when I need it. 4.
4. The vine comes down to the ground and hits you, and you are underneath it. You feel the weight of the creature and the force behind the vine whipping down, crushing just your whole midsection under the ground. It's left a divot in the earth. It's moved so hard.
Yeah.
And it lifts up. It wasn't grabbing at the time because it was still trying to get that axe out of it. So it didn't grab for you, but it's now regaining its composure while you are on the ground, prone for another attack. What would you like to do?
Did you call it? I'm a Jackie Chan roll.
For our listeners at home that might not know what a Jackie Chan roll is, would you like to explain that one to, well, all of us?
So, would you call it the roll? He does a Jackie Chan adventures where he keeps on going.
Okay, so that's going to be tough because you have been kind of crushed in the midsection there. So I'm going to say 10 to roll out of danger.
19.
You roll out of danger.
With my Jackie
With
Chan
your
roll.
Jackie Chan roll. So you do a couple rolls. You're able to get to your feet. You feel pain in your ribs, but you're able to regain your composure there. You're up on your feet. What do you want to do? I'll give you another action.
Okay. I guess I'll try for one of my baseballs.
Alright, so what do you want to do with it?
I will toss it into its face.
Okay, let's do... It's a big target, so... Alright, is there any way you're aiming specifically? Or just like the face in general? It's a pumpkin, so like... It's 80% face.
Yeah, did you call it? I'm just trying to aim for the base of it. Like, I want to... If anything, I want to do somewhere that's going to damage it. But I don't think the speed of a baseball is going to, like, completely, like, actually do anything to the inside. So I'm going to just aim for the outside.
So, like, the outside, kind of like the middle?
Yeah.
Everything. Like, not aiming for where the face is cut out, obviously, but, like, in between, like, the nose and the mouth.
Indeed.
Yeah. And I did fail to mention, this thing does kind of have, like, a jack-o'-lantern looking face carved in it, so... But its mouth is more organically ripped apart. Kind of like what you saw with the lettuce, where it's an organic facial feature. So you want to aim for that middle. There, go ahead.
10.
Okay, so you hit it, and again, it lets out a kind of growling hiss of disapproval, and it goes for you. It's swinging down another vine. What do you want to do?
I gotta still kind of strafe and dodge out of the way.
Okay. Let's bump it up to a 10 because you're hurt.
Okay. Oh no, that's not a thing. But
on the
into
table.
the box. 13.
13. You're able to dodge out of the way, and as you do, you see an axe flying through the air, and you see Abby a good distance away from you now throwing that first axe at the monster. It goes into the monster coming from the side and behind, and it cuts through one of its main trunk legs, and it kind of throws it off balance. It picks itself back up with a vine and then tries to turn its massive body, taking out the fish bowl booth with it. And you just hear glass shattering as it moves its massive body toward her. What do you want to do?
What do you call it? I'm going to... where's the other axe that I...
The one that it flicked off it.
Yeah.
If you go back to the crater, it's where it originally crushed down on you. It's within that area, so you could get back there and pick it up in a turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna do baseball first,
Okay.
and then I'll try to...
So you want to throw a
Dash.
second baseball at?
Yeah, and try to make a dash for that.
Okay, so 5 or higher for the baseball.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do 10 or higher for the axe. So
Really? One with the baseball?
you got to throw the baseball or just... And it just falls in front of you.
Gosh darn.
And then as you're running, you kind of trip over it and suddenly it became a 12 or higher. You got a little overzealous on the run there, I think.
14.
14. So you jump over the baseball, you run to the axe. You've got your axe in hand. The monster's now going toward Abby instead of you.
Throw in the axe.
You throw the axe. Where would you like to throw it at?
What'd you call it?
You're now on its right side.
Okay. So, is there? I want to try to sink into it.
Okay, so you like the side, or
Yeah, the side.
So you want to sink the axe into just the side, the orange flesh of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
17.
17. Yeah, that's gonna go straight in, and it's gonna scream. And this whole time that it's been fighting you, it's still been eating people. It's still been picking people up, scooping people up, eating. You're not the only two that have been trying to fight it. You're just the only two that you're aware of. It's still been scooping up people. You've had the axe guy that was probably giving his best effort. And I'm sure that Mr. Lloyd wanted to protect the kids, so he was probably doing something. All these people have been getting eaten while this has been going on. And you hit into the flesh, and you see just kind of a slice in it where you just see like a dark void. And you imagine that something's going on there. And then you see a foot kind of hanging out. And the foot's moving. It's somebody trying to struggle to get their foot out of this crevice now. And you realize that all the people are still alive in there, but it has not stopped eating.
Okay. So,
As you're seeing this, though, a vine does come down, swings towards Abby. She jumps over it and is able to avoid it. And it comes with that momentum towards you. What are you going to do?
did you call it? I'm gonna try to dodge.
Okay. 10 or higher again because you're hurt.
Okay. 10.
Done. Okay, so you're able to dodge over it, and you can make your way towards Abby now, or you can make your way another direction. What do you want to do?
How far is Abby away?
Probably not far. Probably 100 feet.
Okay. So, I don't want to... Okay, so you're saying all the vines like work independently?
Yeah, they're like tendrils. They're just moving and grabbing and eating while this thing is...
Alright, so it doesn't matter if I try to like swing in or anything. It's still going to like still grab up people.
I mean, it's still doing its thing. Like,
Yeah.
It's not focusing on one person when there's hundreds of people here.
Okay. So, what do you call it? I'm gonna run towards Abby.
Okay, so you want to make your way towards Abby, and she says, "What took you so long?"
What do you mean what took me so long?
"I had been fighting this thing since it got out here. Where have you been?"
Did you call it finding this thing?
All right. I reckon that's your axe work up there?
Yes.
Okay. I'm thinking if we work together, we can get this thing open enough to where these people can get out.
Indeed. Did you call it? I know this might be a stupid question, but do you think there's a way we can pull down that axe further and try to open up that hole?
And she's looking around. She goes, "We could take one of those smaller tendrils and make kind of a lasso situation."
Maybe so.
All right, if you want to focus on that, I'm going to go for the other axe and see if I can draw its attention over to me. You go ahead. I'm going to try to get it facing the other way so it's not getting toward the crowd.
Okay.
So, you've got a plan. She breaks off, running toward the barn, and you're going to go toward the vine that you sliced off, saving the old man. Okay, so you get to the giant vine, and it's gone limp now. You see splinters of it coming off, like split ends of it. So you could pull one off long enough to make yourself a lasso if you did 10 or higher.
Okay. Let's see. Darn. 5.
All right, so you're fiddling with it. You can't quite get it to manipulate the way you want to come off the vine as a whole, so you're kind of fumbling with it. You hear Abby shouting, antagonizing the pumpkin, and then you just see a vine come down and snap her up into the air. And it kind of takes the wind out of her, so she stopped yelling. And she's still fighting. She's still trying to resist him, but she's having a hard time breathing now. And as you're seeing this, you got to make a split decision. What do you want to do?
What'd you call it? I'm going to, what'd you call it? I'm gonna try to use the lasso again and try to tear into it, because I don't have an axe nearby.
So you want to try again for the lasso. That'll be 10 or higher.
Okay.
That'll be 10 or higher.
17.
17. So you're able to pull it off this time, get it knotted up like you need to, and throw it at the axe. I'm going to make that a separate action to grab the axe and pull it back. So let's do 15, because there's a lot going on.
Gosh. Okay. Really? Oh, wait. Did you say 15?
Yeah.
Okay, 16.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so you're able to grab the axe and pull it out. Now as that's happening, Abby just is tossed in.
Ah, darn it.
And so the chaos of everything going down, it goes quiet for a second. You see your friend being eaten by this giant monster. But you know she's still in there because you saw the leg earlier, so it's not over yet. But now the monster's turning its attention back to you because it's recognized that you were the only other thing fighting it right now, because it's taken out every other person that was brave enough to stick around and try to fight it. It's scooped up just all your key cast of characters here. And it's you, it, and a bunch of strangers that aren't bold enough to fight it. What are you going to do?
Okay.
You've got your axe back.
Oh, I was...
like, it's up there. You can still...
Huh?
Like, if you want to climb it, you want to pull it out, whatever you want to do, you've got your axe. Like, you have command of it.
Alright. What'd you call it? I want to run around the monster with...
Oh, okay. We're doing around the legs, Star Wars style.
That works, too.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, what are you going to do?
What'd you call it? I wanted to see if I could get enough traction on the axe, just cut it all around.
Oh, okay. I like that better. Can opener style. Okay. I'm going to say while you're doing this, it's definitely swinging at you. So I'm going to have you do... You want to run all the way around it?
Yeah.
I'm going to have you do 3 dodge rolls, 10 or higher, and see if you can pull this off.
Yeah.
So what'd you get the first one?
What did you call it? Fair enough. I got it 8 on the first one.
So you're going to stumble on the first one. You're not making it all the way around.
Okay.
Go again.
Dang it, 8 on the second one.
All right, so you're tripping up now. You're pulling this thing. You're seeing your axe starting to come loose. You might not make it all the way to the face of this thing.
All right. 16.
16. So you're able to pull it down from the side over to the front of the mouth, so it kind of creates a scar going down it. If this thing had a jawline, the jawline. And you just see that void. And you're seeing hands kind of scrambling for it, trying to get to the parts that are within their reach. But this thing is huge, so it's only like the lower mouth part. But as it's doing that, you see the vine kind of smacking hands back in. It's going to swing at you again. Your axe has come loose and fallen on the ground, but it's still tied in your lasso. So you've got a vine coming at you. What do you want to do?
Okay. I'm gonna dodge first.
Alright, so you're going to dodge first. 10 or higher again.
Dang it, 7.
So you get hit by it. And this time it was trying to grab you. So it's wrapping around your midsection there, almost like a boa constrictor. And you're feeling the air escaping your lungs. You're going to have to struggle to get out of this one for me. So 10 or higher.
4.
4. So as you go to pull, you're pulling yourself out with all your might, and you think, oh, maybe I can pull the axe back. So you start pulling that rope, and you're pulling at it and struggling at the same time, and your efforts are just too split to where it just yanks you up off the ground, the axe lasso vine leaving your hand, and you're being pulled toward this monster's mouth. And as you're staring at this large pumpkin beast, you just are taken in by this just overwhelming color of orange, and then you're released, and you just see yourself flying towards darkness. And you hit inside the monster's mouth, and it's just quiet. And you realize that you can't hear anything around you. Your ears are ringing. What do you want to do? You're currently just kind of lying flat on this thing.
Did I win the costume contest?
You just shout that out.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just lying there. Nothing's happening, you realize. And as you're kind of gaining your hearing back, you're hearing people clapping and laughing. And as you're kind of gaining yourself, you stand up and you look around, but you can't make out anything because it's still this void. And then you hear a loud thud. And the monster's mouth opens up and light washes in. And the townsfolk are all just standing. And they're all laughing and hugging and having a good time. And they all make their way out of the monster mouth. What are you going to do?
What the heck?
What do you want to do?
No, I want to yell. What the heck?
Okay, so you shout, and then Abby notices you and offers you a hand to help you up.
No, what is that?
Well, come on, you're going to miss the end of it.
What do you mean?
She's still offering her hand for you. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm going to take her hand, but I want to know what you mean.
Okay, so you get up and you all walk out, and you're walking out, and the monster's lying there. Its eyes are closed, and it looks defeated. And everyone kind of circles around. And it looks like one person's about to speak. What do you want to do? You've got the dead monster, and then everyone circling around it.
Okay. I'm gonna ask the person about to speak, what just happened?
And you see, it's the mayor. And he's standing around the circle, and everybody's clapping and cheering. And he says, "Everyone, thank you very much for your participation. Another wonderful Harvest Festival is in the books. I'd like to give it up, of course, to Tom Campbell for being our monster this year." And you notice the monster starts shrinking back down. And it stands up, and it's a pumpkin head, but its vines are in the shape of a human body. And everyone's laughing, and they come up, and they're high-fiving Tom, and they're giving him a hug, and he's got people just fawning over him. And he says, "And of course, I would like to thank our new costume contest winner, Count Dunkula Jonathan, for coming in and making this the most entertaining reenactment that we have had in years." Give him a hand, everybody. Everyone starts clapping for you. And he kind of opens the circle for you, and everyone kind of lets you walk in. You're standing next to the mayor now. And what would you like to do?
Hey, Mayor, can you explain what just happened?
Oh, I don't have to explain our rich history, I'm sure. But it is the time of the night when the charades come to an end. Everybody, if you would, please remove your costumes. And he goes for his mouth from the top of his face and the bottom and kind of unhinges his jaw and pulls it back like a hood. And underneath is a pumpkin. Just a white gourd. And he lets the skin suit fall to the ground. And he's got vines coming down in the shape of a person. And all around you in this circle, these people all unhinging their jaws, pulling their hoods back. And they're all pumpkin people. All pumpkin monsters. And he says, "It's been 25 years to the day that our people first came to this planet and found this little town and their quaint little harvest festival. Since then, every year we've come around and recreated that fun of our first contact. Oh. Jonathan, if you'd like to remove your costume and join us in our celebration, we'd love to see the real you.
Oh yeah, just let me. I'm a little shy. I need to go out there to get changed. Out of yes, to unhinge my jaw and every. You feel kind of self-conscious when you do it.
Oh, it's no need to be modest. We're all family here, especially after that great performance you gave. Oh, it reminded me of when we first came down. I was a young man at the time. Oh, the terror in those weird pink creatures' faces. Oh, well, we got them all. Every single one of them.
Can y'all have Bible study?
And everyone kind of laughs at your joke.
Okay. But yeah, just a little respect for me. Just like, let me just go out and just change a bit.
And as you're saying this, a pumpkin person walks up to the mayor, who's about your height, and says, Mr. Mayor, with all due respect, I think that he's a little modest because this isn't his hometown. He doesn't know people from around here.
Yeah.
I can walk him back out after he's done. It's all right. Mayor says, well, Miss Sanders, that's mighty fine of you. We'll all start our final celebration and get you that prize when you get back. And in that moment, as all the adrenaline's kind of running down, you remember the Golden Harvest Burger. Your whole reason for being here.
Indeed.
And the 7 tickets in your hand.
Okay.
And the mayor hands you the costume contest ticket.
All right. I'll say once I return, I'll come back for the burger.
Well, we could do the ceremony later, or I suppose it's a little unorthodox, but since you're so dedicated to reenactment, if you'd like to... Well, no, you're right. Go ahead. And the crowd kind of parts ways for you to walk up the hill. So what are you going to do?
They're allowing me to go get the burger, right?
No, they're letting you walk up the hill to go change and come back.
Okay.
Burger's opposite side of the crowd.
Darn. Okay. So, what's the chances that one of the vines, dropped?
I mean, you cut one off.
Yeah? What's the chances that I can just wear this?
Not great.
Okay.
I mean, you'd have to fashion an entire tendril body and somehow have a pumpkin head.
Alright, so I'm gonna walk up the hill with Abby and ask, what are the odds that I'm going to die tonight?
Well, what do you mean?
Do you call it... Abby, I'm not a pumpkin space alien. I am a regular human, and they're going to definitely kill me when they find that out.
Well, shoot, yeah, probably. Probably eat you, too.
Yeah? So, how am I getting out of this?
Why would I want you to get out of this?
Okay. Alright. Abby, I thought we were friends at the moment.
You hadn't been particularly kind to me. I mean, you shaped up toward the end there. And
I know.
the whole reenactment was fun and all, but...
Yeah, I've been kind to you. I just haven't been kind to everyone else.
I mean, fair enough, but they're my friends and family, my closest neighbors, and...
Aren't we just doing a reenactment, though?
Well, sure, that was the game. That was...
Yeah.
That was that ticket of cooperation and camaraderie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Being a part of the...
Indeed.
Man, you really aren't from around here, are you? I thought maybe you'd been in hiding or something. No, you just really don't know the lay of the land.
Indeed, I do not.
Are you part of some sort of, hidden fleshy thing resistance?
Not really.
Oh, so you're the only one.
Does Abby, did you call it? Can you not want to kill me for a bit?
Mm. Well, I suppose if I don't do it, town's gonna, so. Alright, let's see how this plays out.
Alright.
Alright, Jonathan, what's your game plan? I'm not gonna help you, but I'll see where you go.
Okay. So, key point is, I have to look like a pumpkin space alien, like yourself.
Right.
And
Well, not like me. I'm clearly different gender, but
yeah, or
you'd look silly coming out dressed like me.
Well, that's a thing.
No, I mean, our pumpkin heads are different shapes based on gender. Did you not notice that?
No.
If you came out with a head that was round like mine, it would be weird.
Fair enough. But
I mean, anyone can be anything they want, but you have not given any indication to have been a female pumpkin person.
Fair enough. But yeah, so I need to look like a male pumpkin person.
Right. So you've got to have a square head like the bear.
Yes.
Or Mr. Campbell.
Indeed. Did you call it? This is a necessary thing for me to get out of this alive, and just leave.
Where are you planning on going, if you don't mind my asking?
I don't know. It's someplace I won't get eaten by pumpkin people.
Good luck finding that.
Oh, you didn't notice the giant doorway in your cornfield. There could be totally places that I could do that.
In a doorway?
Yeah.
I mean, the doorway wasn't there yesterday. If it's some sort of magic door, sure, but it just looked like a storefront to me.
Yeah, but I'm just saying there's possibilities in which I can't escape this.
And I'm just saying I'm getting less and less patient, more and more hungry as this conversation goes on.
Okay, so let's say, would you call it friggin' I can get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Would you call it? And there are more people like me.
Mm-hmm.
I can direct them towards here.
So you'd betray your entire species in order to survive.
Probably mostly the bad ones. There's a lot of bad ones.
Well, let's not bring eugenics into this, but alright.
Okay, but yeah, did you call it? Yeah, so did you call it? I just don't want to die right now, so I'm placing all my bargaining chips on the table. Did you call it?
So what do you need to get out of here?
I need a square head and a fine body.
And then what? You're just gonna walk away?
Did you call
I
it?
expect you to come back. I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna end the ceremony and everything. I'm just gonna, and after the ceremony clears, I can just go off into the night.
So I'm not gonna get to try eating any fleshy folk.
Did you like? Do you wanna like?
I mean, it sounds delicious. We ate all of them. Well, except for you.
Okay. Do you want to try like a pinky or something? Like, is there something I can do to like?
No, I mean, I want to cook it first. Raw meat, gross.
Okay. If I get out of this alive, I can cook you up a pinky.
You will cut off your finger and let me eat it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Deal.
Deal. And she extends a leafy hand for you.
All right. Shake.
Speaking of shaky shake, remember to support us on Ko-Fi and Patreon. Let's continue the story.
Yeah.
You make your way down the hill with Abby, who has fashioned for you several vines from the corn husks that were in the fields, and you kind of had a loss for the pumpkin head. But as you were walking down the carnage of the destruction of the barn and everything else around, you found that part of the jaw that you had cut off. You were able to fashion that to kind of a crude-looking helmet. of sorts.
Hmm.
So you now look like a pumpkin person.
Hello,
Ish.
everyone. I'm back. A different species of pumpkin person.
Well, you... Huh. Is that what people look like outside of town?
Yeah.
Everyone just kind of mutters like, alright, whatever. Well, you had 7 tickets, correct?
Yes.
Anybody beat 7? One kid goes, I got 6. Nobody cares. Nope. Okay, 7 it is. Which one didn't you get?
I didn't get the axe throw one. It's really hard.
That one's hard.
Yeah.
I've never been any good at that.
Me neither.
I'm sure he can give you some tips. Where? Oh, there. Oh, over there? Oh, yeah, just go talk to him. He looks a little different.
Okay.
Kind of point on top.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we're getting off topic. You've got 7 tickets, so I will take those from you.
Mm. There you go.
You're going to hand him all 7 tickets?
Yeah.
Including Tickety?
Tickety. Did you call it? Yeah, I gotta give him Tickety.
You're going to give him Tickety, okay.
Did you call it? Hey, Mayor. Tickety's special to me. Can I keep Tickety?
Well, you did give us a heck of a reenactment, and everybody cheers at that. I suppose we can let one fish go away.
Yay.
And everybody goes, yeah, everybody's happy with that. So you get to keep Tickety in his little globe.
Wonderful.
He's just kind of swimming around. Alright, well, if you'll make your way to the stage, we can get you that Golden Harvest Burger.
Okay.
And you make your way to the just destroyed stage. Like, there's a hunk missing out the back. Mind the gap there.
Alright.
And you walk around up to the table. It's holding the Golden Harvest Burger. It's a table that's covered in black tablecloth, and it's got a gold plate on it. And then sitting on top is a gold wheat bun burger with what looks like gold leaf sprinkled throughout the meat, or whatever that is. All right, well, Jonathan, you've given our town a heck of a show tonight. It's only fair that you get to enjoy the Golden Harvest Burger, and everybody cheers at that. Every year we thaw out one of the last remaining bits of those fleshy creatures that we took over when we came here and cook one up with our finest gold leaf into a delicious burger. And everyone cheers at that. So, Jonathan, you get to try this fine delicacy that very few will get to taste.
You know, do you call it? I like to accept this, but I couldn't have done this without my friend Abby.
And everyone cheers, yay, friendship, hooray, cooperation. And you hear an especially loud clap from Mr. Lodge. Yeah! He's so proud of you for learning your lesson.
Yeah. So, I'd like to share this burger with her.
And Abby kind of comes up shy of everybody, gives a little awkward wave, and comes up to the table. Well, it's kind of unheard of, but what do we say, folks? Are we okay with it? And everybody cheers, and you hear, again, Mr. Lodge is really into it. Like, yeah, friendship, cooperation. It's like, okay. Well, how do we don't have any knives present, do we? Do we have any of those axes left? And everybody kind of laughs at that. And then Abby kind of looks over and says, you take the bun, I'll take... Okay. So, y'all kind of split it where it looks like she's got some, you've got some, and you both go ahead and take your bites. You're eating a bun, and... Do you want the lettuce?
I don't trust the lettuce.
Okay, so she's getting all the energy eating the
Yeah.
bun. So the bun's fine. It's regular bun. A little dry.
Yeah.
But otherwise, she says, that was fantastic. Hey, Mayor, he's a human, by the way. And she pulls the pumpkin helmet off.
Oh,
and you hear the mayor exclaim, well, I guess we all get some. And everybody cheers. And as that's being said, things suddenly go black. And you open your eyes. And you're sitting at a table at McWenderking's.
Thank you, Abby.
And it's completely empty. Except for you're holding a burger in your hand that has golden bun made of the finest wheat, crisp sharp cheddar cheese, and gold leaf in the beef patty. And across the table from you in the chair is a single corn stalk sprouting out of the ground, and has a receipt taped to one of the corn cobs that's hanging over the table. And the receipt says 1 Golden Harvest burger.
Is this what it's like to try 5 gum?
Yes it is. So you realize you took 1 bite out of this burger.
I'm going to immediately drop this burger.
You put the burger down. There's no one in the McWenderking's. What would you like to do?
I'm going to very carefully walk out to the door.
All right, you scoot your chair out, very carefully step up, scoot the chair back in slowly, make your way to the door, and you see a poster that says, "Experience the taste of fall. Ask about our seasonal golden harvest." And it has a picture of the burger.
Definitely not a fan of pumpkin spice now.
Oh, the pumpkin spice. So, you are at the door. Again, the only thing in the McWenderking's that you notice different is the poster and the corn cobs jutting out of the seat opposite of you. It suddenly dips back into the ground and the receipt flutters onto the tabletop.
Yeah, I'm not going back for it.
All right, what would you like to do?
I would like to leave.
All right, as you go to exit the door, you hear a sloshing in your pocket.
Hey, it's Tickety.
What do you want to do? You got one hand on the door.
Okay. I'm gonna take Tickety out of my pocket, I guess.
You got a little fish swimming around. And you notice that Tickety is no longer a ticket.
Huh. So he's just a fish.
He's a little red fish.
Huh. That's nice.
Just swimming around in his little orb.
I hope it's self-sustaining because I don't think I can find, like, fish food around the restaurant.
As you look at Tickety swimming around, you realize that on his little fins is a little MW with the outline of a crescent in between. I think Tickety's gonna be fine.
I guess so. Let's leave this place.
Alright, you push open the door. And you walk out of McWenderking's. Congratulations.
Wonderful.
That was a nightmare, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a trip and a half.
Yeah, but did you have fun?
Indeed, I did.
Good. And I did my job.
No thanks to Abby.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't give her much to work with, but...
I was on my way out.
And then you gave her a taste of human flesh. Alright, you got 2 things. Epilogue and your moral. Which one would you like?
Epilogue, always.
Okay. As you walk out of the McWenderking's, we go back to your table. And your receipt has fluttered off of the corn cob and is now face down. And as you look at it, it says, "Happy Autumn from the good people at McWenderking's. May your harvest be bountiful in whatever form you find it." And you don't know who wrote that, but it's a nice sentiment.
Indeed. Is that the end of the epilogue?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So.
These are holiday episodes, man. I can't have them be canon.
Alright, fair enough.
No, Tickety will return in the next episode. Don't worry, he is canon.
Okay.
Just epilogue isn't anything of consequence.
So, what's the moral?
The moral of the story is, the holiday season can be stressful for everybody. And the time that we come together to try to make each other happiest by investing in these things that we call traditions, sometimes we need to take a step back and see if those traditions are truly making us happy. And if we find that the answer is no more often than yes, maybe we need to spend less time on the tradition and more time on the people we're spending it with. Also, don't eat human flesh, because that's gross.
Indeed.
This message brought to you by the good people at McWenderking's.
So, yeah. That was an adventure.
Yeah. Happy fall, everybody.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's been a Halloween episode, I guess.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, wherever it falls in.
Okay.
Probably
alright.
early November. I don't know. But, regardless, you get a seasonal episode this time around.
Whoa.
But what isn't seasonal is our awesome merch store,
Indeed.
which you can find on that QR code or in the description down below.
Yeah.
We, as always, want to thank Jalen Portillo for helping us out with our intro.
Indeed.
And we would also like to thank the awesome people at something. Who's helped us lately?
Don't know. Gee, hold it. We can go through a list again.
We also want to thank the good people at Hootabomb Bookstore because we
yeah.
hadn't plugged them in a while.
Indeed.
Good people, good books. Make Mr. Lloyd happy and go pick out a good one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can support us on
Ko-Fi. Yeah, or Ko-Fi. I don't know how it's...
However you say it, K-O-F-I, is that how it's spelled?
Yeah.
You can support us there if you like the show. Subscribe to Something About Geek Stuff.
F-I.
That.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Something About Geek Stuff. Check us out wherever you get your podcasts. If this is something you're listening to on your own, thanks for coming by. Why not share us with a friend? If this is something that somebody showed you, maybe add us to you wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'd be more than happy to have you.
Indeed.
Well, I think that wraps it up for this episode of McWenderking's.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jonathan, this is that part of the show where we have thanked everybody. We reflect, and I remind the good people to stay on their toes because they never know when you might know what's for dinner. Bye, everybody.
Bye.